yeah, it's just kind of crazy when you think about it, that it's like everything they teach us in schools is really just propaganda. And yeah, I don't believe these IQ tests.
When she's just saying it, guys. Just everything they teach in school is just propaganda. Yep, that's how it is. Math, look out, man. 1 + 1 = Marxism. So Justpearlythings is back again, everybody. She just doesn't stop. This time a video that is titled for sure. This is definitely bait. This is either bait or this is just some kind of an experiment to drive me insane. Maybe both, actually. It's working. I'm starting to see things that aren't there. Sometimes I'm like falling asleep and I feel like something's breathing next to me and I wake up and it's like for a split second I see Justpearlythings' face, like right in my face, but her eyes are like blood red and her breath smells like daddy issues. I don't even know how to explain it. It's horrible. But anyway, this video she has, women are actually dumb, okay? That's the title of the video. That wasn't from me. Women are actually dumb, okay? Justpearlythings back at it again to drop some knowledge, guys. So let's
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Justpearlythings YouTube channel. I'm walking to the gym right now, and hopefully
I hate your YouTube channel. It's already giving me a seizure. Again, women are not dumb. Pearl, you're dumb. You don't even know how to hold a camera straight.
It's raining a little earlier. Hopefully it doesn't rain. But so I was thinking about how everything's fake and how they just like fake everything. And so I thought about how
the only context in which that statement would make sense is if it was followed by, and can you now pass the doobie? I was thinking about how everything's fake. How they fake it all, man. Pass the doobie. So that would make sense. Otherwise, you're just, she's just dumb. Justpearlythings is actually dumb, okay?
And so I thought about how they tell us that the average chick is smarter than the average guy. And
what? When do they say this? Where do they say the average chick is smarter than the average guy? Remember, guys, how they are faking everything and saying how the average chick is smarter? I just Googled, is the average woman smarter than the average man? There is no statistically significant difference between the average IQ scores of men and women. Average differences have been reported, however, on some tests of mathematics and verbal ability in certain contexts. So again, projection. She's thinking about how it's all fake. You're fake, Pearl. You're faking your information right now. You're lying when you say that they're saying this. That they're not.
you start to notice that the stuff they tell you just doesn't like match up with what you've seen in real life. And I was thinking, how the hell, if women, we're not smarter, we're not better at anything. It's like,
wait, is her entire argument, her entire video going to be founded upon a lie that they have said that the average chick is smarter than the average guy?
Make more money. We certainly don't make better decisions. How are we? It's like, we don't make more money. We certainly don't make better decisions. How?
If you don't make more money or make better decisions, then why is it that when women are in top executive positions in massive companies, those companies do significantly better and outperform financially compared to companies that don't have as many women involved in that company? Why is that, Pearl? Could you please explain that? I'm just saying, what you're saying, it sounds fake because it's just not adding up to what I'm seeing in the real world, you know?
How are we doing better on these IQ tests? Like, if we're in all,
you're not doing better on the IQ test. You guys are average. Why? Okay, we've already established she's lying, and I can't pause it every 5 seconds.
Debt, we respond quicker to propaganda. Like, I'm like, I can't imagine our reasoning skills.
You respond faster to propaganda, yet right now the red pill movement is sweeping men up en masse by some bald dude driving a Bugatti around talking about the hose, man.
Are superior to men. That just doesn't make sense. So You know, if the people at the top know that if women think they're better than men,
The people at the top?
they're pretty malicious, and then they act like we don't need men. It's like always something.
Quick, the police. I hear them. They're finally coming to arrest you for being terminally stupid and a danger to society. Yes!
Going. So if that's what they know this, right? Then wouldn't it kind of be in their best interest, if they're trying to divide the family unit, to tell us that we're somehow better than guys?
She's just like balls deep into the JQ conspiracism stuff now. Like the people at the top, they want to tell women that there's not even anything else to say, because again, it's her entire foundation is a lie. So everything she says so far is just wrong because she's building this on a lie. It's like trying to explain whether or not a unicorn can fly, but your entire logical foundation is built on your lie that you saw a unicorn yesterday in your backyard. It's like whether or not the unicorn can fly, or you're right or wrong about that, is kind of irrelevant now.
So I posted this question. I'm like thinking, they have to be faking these IQ tests. They have to be. Like, you're telling me Becky in HR is smarter than the plumber, the electrician, even the truck driver. I'm like, you can't. So then I'm talking to my friend Rachel on a stream. We're going to post this soon. And she tells me that she remembered when she was a kid, they like switched IQ tests and they added in stuff like writing, essays, which is essentially useless. And like, I mean, I guess with AI, maybe you need a little in the digital world, but like when it translates to the most necessary skills in a society, it's like, we don't really need those. So it would be really interesting.
That's not even the point of it. You need to take an IQ test, Pearl. That's not even what an IQ test is meant for, you retard. It's not meant for some fucking real world stuff. It's supposed to assess general intelligence. So having an essay being added to it, or other kinds of academic related questions, it's not supposed to be stuff in the real world. It's supposed to assess general intelligence. Oh.
Thing. I don't know when IQ tests started, but it'd be really interesting to see what they were like in like the 1900s if men outperformed women. Because
I'm gonna kill myself, guys. Hunter Avalones commits suicide live on stream today, happening now. Tune in, please, and donate to the super chat, okay, so that I can pay for a nice funeral. Yeah, if you went back, you would see that men did better than women on IQ tests because women weren't allowed to go to college, Pearl. Kind of like how it's obvious you didn't go to college because you were too busy eating lead. Women weren't allowed to go to college then. So of course men would outperform them. The more education you have, the better environment you live in, the more likely it is that your IQ will rise and you'll give birth to kids with higher IQ, and that will continue throughout generations.
I'm just starting to think everything they give us is a lie, because there is no way that you can convince me that...
The projection, by the way, is off the charts. Everything they give you is a lie. She's given us nothing but lies so far.
Women are smarter than men. When we make dumber... There's no way that you can convince me that women are smarter than men. When we make dumber...
Well, of course we can't convince you. You're an idiot. You won't be convinced of anything if it doesn't make women look bad. Then of course you're going to reject it.
Decisions, like, you just can't. And that's why it's like they can give you all these stats.
And then what do you mean women make dumber decisions? Where? Please? Like, it's a fact that men don't live as long as women because men are less likely to go to the doctor. Men are more likely to speed. Men are more likely to behave in reckless ways. Like, there's way more statistics to suggest that men are more likely to make dumb decisions. Where are the women making these dumb decisions? I mean, clearly a woman made a dumb decision to have sex with a man and then get pregnant and give birth to you, this abomination. So clearly some women make dumb decisions, but that doesn't mean all women make dumb decisions. Just if you were a dumb mistake, doesn't mean that this translates to all women again.
Numbers, whatever. But you can really have a stat that tells you anything.
Guys, after this, I am also going to be concluding stream. So please put something in the super chat if you want your message read and responded to before the stream ends.
And we already know, but you can really have a stat that tells you anything. And we already know that
this is the coat, by the way. No, you can't. You just said that they gave us these stats to show that women are smarter than men and that there's not even anything there.
Have been infiltrated by feminists that, put on all these bullshit studies and whatever. So we can't trust the numbers. So I just look in real life. And I mean, sure, you might see a guy getting
we can't trust the numbers, so you just look in real life. Oh my God. Guys, listen, okay? I don't trust the numbers that a large percentage of wild dogs are potentially dangerous, okay? On my block, all the puppies are nice. So I just run up to any dog I see, whether it's foaming at the mouth or growling or anything else. I run right at it, Because the numbers are probably fake, so I just go based on what I can see,
killed in a dumb way, right? Because men are they're the ones that are more likely to run into a burning building, right? But that also translates, they're more likely to be reckless and, drive drunk or, well, these days women might be driving drunk more than men, but speeding, drag racing, that sort of thing. But I'm just thinking, you're telling me that men are smarter than women, really? I'm sorry, guys, I just don't believe it. I don't believe these IQ tests. And
so you're a good demonstration that at least this woman on screen is not smarter than really anybody, because you refuse to listen to any facts that contradict what you feel. You have to understand that just if the facts say one thing and you see something that contradicts what the general statistics show, doesn't mean that the statistics are all wrong or what you see is wrong. For example, you can have an experience that every girl that you've driven with has been a bad driver. That can be a valid experience. But the statistics saying that women on average are not worse drivers is also valuable, because you can have a personal experience that should not be extrapolated onto an entire group. That's what rational people do. But not women, but you, Pearl, are actually dumb, okay? So you don't know how to do that. You're simply just going off of your feelings and your intuition. All the red pill stereotypes that women are these emotional, irrational people, that's not true, but it is true for Pearl. She's an irrational dipshit. She's a retarded inbred ape. She is the woman that the red pill warns about.
Another guy tweeted at me, let me find this tweet. He said, because I tweeted that I didn't believe the IQ tests. So he tweeted, let me find this. It goes, I gotta find it. But basically he said it goes deeper than that. This guy scored 98th percentile on the logical reasoning, the aptitude, whatever it was, and 49th percentile on writing, because the writing was about climate change. So essentially these are ideological tests that are designed for women to pass so then women can go to university. And
what? These are ideological tests? What? Why would women be better with climate change? Wait, does estrogen just mean natural liberalism too, guys? Is that what it is? The more estrogen you have, the more likely you are to believe in the science? What?
And as you know, university is like feminist breeding machines. And as you know, when women feel like they're more educated than men, even though education now kind of makes you dumber, what do? They act like men are useless, and then they end up not getting married, out-earning them, not getting married.
This is not true, really. There used to be a gap that women who had higher education and out-earned their husbands were at a higher risk of divorce back in the 80s and 70s and 80s and whatnot. That gap is closed now. So I don't even know what's she saying again?
They're better, when really we're just, in my opinion, all these women have mostly useless jobs being subsidized by men, or we're monetizing beauty, which doesn't make you more competent, certainly doesn't make you smarter. But then you have chicks like that one chick that went on the TV and said that she wouldn't date a bus driver unless he owned the bus. But this chick was just a talking head, and it wasn't like she owned the media company. So it's then we get these delusional high standards. And
this is what happens, by the way, when you ignore the stats and just go with what's in front of you. This is what happens. I saw it on TV, guys. Listen to her. She sounds like a fucking preschooler. That's what Mr. Rogers told me. I saw Elmo. Cookie Monster can eat 7 cookies at once. Why can't I? You saw some girl on TV say something stupid? Incredible, Pearl. Wow. We've never seen anybody act dumb in public before, right, Pearl? Except for everybody who has seen you walk by with your camera, I guess.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy when you think about it, that it's like everything they teach us in schools is really just propaganda. And yeah, I don't believe these IQ tests.
When she's just saying it, guys. Just everything they teach in school, just propaganda. Yep, that's how it is. Math, look out, man. 1 + 1 equals Marxism.
So I don't really care if you guys are tweeting at me these IQ tests telling me we're smarter. I'm not blind, and I look into the world, and the most idiotic people I've had on my shows were certainly women. There's been some...
Wow, guys. They're the most idiotic people this woman has had on her show has been women. And she runs a show that's generally very misogynistic. She generally speaks quite ill of women. And she really only has like OnlyFans chicks on her show to begin with. Or, you know, like Twitter feminists. Man, there certainly couldn't possibly be any selection bias here, right?
Dumb men too, I'm not saying there's not, but this idea that across the board women are smarter when we obviously make dumber decisions, like very obviously, you just will not convince me otherwise. So let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. I'm almost to the gym, so
you're absolutely crazy. Yeah, 100%. And why are you going to the gym? You already look masculine enough. L
the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you next time.
Finally, it's over. Well, there you guys have it. Just Lonely Things back again to remind us that incest is bad. That no matter how drunk you might be and how hot your cousin might be looking, just don't do it, man. Because you might end up birthing some retarded abomination that's just as abysmal and brain dead as Just Pearly Things.